But it's but people, you're locked into the Curious Fijian. I'm your host, Fijian.
Locked in, locked on. on the co-host train.
And it's kind of like the New Year's special. It's after Christmas. The hangover of Christmas is
I've had
is
a great
over.
Christmas, man.
Christmas has been good.
What'd you do?
Just at the missus's. Watched a few films.
Kick back, relax, couple Baileys.
I
Run my
got-
marathon in 2.5 hours.
Fastest person to ever run a
I'm Gump,
marathon.
mate. They're calling
Nah.
me Gump now. Gummo.
No, we film a bit early, but yeah, you got the marathon tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
A bit nervous.
Are you nervous?
Not nervous. I'm like, let's have it.
You just get antsy. You just want to do it. You want to do it.
I
Yeah.
need-
Is that nerve?
need
Is
it.
that nerves?
Yeah, I think that
when you
is.
get antsy and you just want to get
Yeah.
there. Is that nervousness? Yeah.
I just hope I can sleep tonight, man. 'Cause I had trouble sleeping last night when I was thinking about it. I just like what I'm gonna do. Like, yeah, you're gonna stick to this pace and you're gonna run like this. And I'm dreaming how I'm running. And I'm like in my
just
dream.
thinking about
yeah, I'm
it.
just
Yeah.
thinking about it.
I think that's natural. I think that happens when you're.
That's a good nervous though. Like
yeah.
excited nervous.
Like, I feel like I'm like I said to him, like the easy days tomorrow. I've done the hard part. Like running the whole 10 weeks or whatever it was, trying to run, going out on cold mornings. This like the weather's been shit. I got ill 1 week. I had piles another week.
Achilles the other week, the week after.
Oh no! Before all of that, I had running in the wrong running trainers. I fucked my Achilles. So I've had ups and downs. But yeah, man, I'll be turning up tomorrow. I feel good. Feel relaxed. Hopefully, just eat a lot today and just kick it, man.
What do you think the weather's going to be alright?
I think the weather's gonna be shit.
I was saying to Bailey, I hope it fucking pisses down. Like I want it to be
Fucking
fucking
dread.
wet,
Wait,
wet, rainy, cold.
You're gonna be there at the finish
Well,
line.
it says-
I'm gonna be there.
it says
Yeah,
to-
I ain't standing out there for 3 hours though.
Nah.
I'll like come and then go and
some
get a coffee or
breakfast or
something and then
something,
go
yeah.
back.
I got umbrella in the car.
And then but I was saying like
You see
I
me
want it to be like
Nah, apparently,
wet,
it's 9
wet and shit,
nine
just
de-
shit.
It's gonna be 9 degrees.
Not to like so he can do shit just because it's
It adds
dig
to it.
dig fucking
Yeah.
deep.
Don't even-
I want to see someone dig deep. I want to see these people
it's
dig
too
deep.
late, mate. I was running in the minuses. There ain't nothing getting worse than that. When
Yeah,
you're coming
true.
home, you're sweating and all your sweat's frozen. Like,
You should add that photo in.
like yeah. it was-
have
it
we
was-
got the
yeah,
photo?
I've
Yeah,
got
I'll
the
put it
video.
in. I'll put the
Actually, I've got a video on that as well.
I'll
I'm
put the,
frozen.
photo in.
Frozen.
And I tell you what, that was my hardest run, doing 60 miles and that, because it's like the cold just, I don't know what, man, it just makes everything slower. Just couldn't recover.
Bring it just a bit.
Just couldn't recover.
But no, not that high. Like low, like down.
Like there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. So you couldn't recover and just, that was horrible. Man. I was like, I'd done 60 miles and I was just like, I want to quit. And when I get here, I normally get here and I normally run around here like for 2 miles because where we live in like a circle. So when you go all the way around our house, it's 1 mile. So I was coming round, I was just like, I don't want to do it.
It's a block. It's just
Yeah,
a big
I was
round
just
block.
like, I was like, I don't want to do it, man. But
The
yeah,
last
it's done,
straight.
man. It's good. You know what it is? It's taught me a lot as well. It's taught me to like stick to a program for 10 weeks and then you'll see the end result. Because leading up to the marathon, that half marathon, I was only training 3 times a week. I weren't actually running properly. I was just running 3 times a week. This training block's been 6 days a week, following a training program, executing it, getting faster. And it actually shows you when you actually follow a program, follow a plan, it works.
It's intense, more intense.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's like you know what you're doing. You're following a structured routine, and everything works. You're not trying to freestyle, or you're getting enough volume. Like everything worked, man. And
What was the most
Alhamdulillah.
important lesson of the training?
the most important lesson.
Yeah, for you.
Oh, that's a hard question, man. Oh. The most important lesson. Believing. I truly believe now. After I've done it, well, after tomorrow, I can do anything. I've just sacrificed 10 weeks of hard work, getting up early morning, going for runs, going to work, and our job's physical. We're going to a physical job, and plus cooking all my meals, and I'm going to the gym and training, and I'm coming home and I'm doing TikToks or I'm doing a little bit of studying. Yeah, fair enough, it's not 100%, but I'm doing something else. Like, it just showed me, bro, the bar, if you want to go somewhere, like they're the bars. Like, that's what you got to do.
The steps to progression.
The steps. And that's what it's really made me believe. Like, if you can do something like that, run a marathon, half marathon, and stick to a plan, and you're doing everything else, what physically can't you do?
No, it's true.
Because you can put your mind to anything. So hopefully tomorrow I just get the time, because obviously I've set actually a set time for me. So hopefully I smash that 3:30. I want below 3:30 realistically, but 3:30, anything under 3:30. But
it's good for a first marathon.
First marathon, 3:30 is like a good time. Yeah, like a good time. But I realistically, like, Hardeman come on and he said 3:15. My ego, realistically, I want lower.
What, 3:15?
I want lower than 3:15. Even if I got 3:30, 3:40.
What do you think's like the most realistic time?
Realistic?
Yeah, realistic. Like, you want lower, but what's a realistic time?
I reckon in the zone between 3:30 and 3:20. I reckon 3:20 to 3:23. I reckon I can get. Depends what pace I can keep. Depends how good I feel tomorrow. Like I said, I just need to go out there and just, like I said, run your own game. You get caught up in it, you can start running too quick and things like.
There are going to be some hardcore people running tomorrow as well, because it's Christmas Eve marathon. Like, you must. Well, and you have to love marathons or something. Otherwise, you ain't running on Christmas Eve.
I've chose probably the hardest time to run. Like, you chose it in bleak winter.
It's a good thing in a way though, because you run on Christmas Eve and then you kind of burnt the calories for the next day.
Yeah.
like you've earned the Christmas dinner.
Mate, great, and it's called the Die Hard Marathon. Like, it's meant to be hard. So like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Like, everything about it. And like you said, like I've just trained through winter. They say the Romans used to train in winter when they used to go to war, because obviously it was harder than up. So it's like.
I'm ready. Roman Reigns, go for it.
Because it's shit. No one wants to go out there when it's wet, cold, windy. How many mornings I woke up and you just like, it just reminds me of Goggins when they say he'll be looking at his trainers for like 30 minutes. It's horrible. But you just get up, you just do it, and then it's done. Like, I'm here. Inshallah.
Nah, it'd be good. It'd be good, man.
Great, man. I'm looking forward to it. Great people. And like I said, it's weird because all the people are like ecstatic. It's electric, isn't it? You go to these events and everyone's just like, you got older people there, younger people, and everyone's just happy. It's like, when we were that Luton one, like, it's pissing down. Everyone's just like, yeah, it's like, this is shit. And we're going to go run, and some people got targets and that, but that's the great thing about it, man.
Nah, it'd be good. I've never been to a marathon.
It's weird. The only thing I can class it to is like a festival. Just everyone's on a good vibe. Everyone's there to turn up to run, and like, everyone's happy. And that's what I love about it. It's weird, man. Very weird.
No, it'd be good. It'd be good, man. But that's what I mean. Like, when you're saying about the not sleeping, man, I ain't been sleeping too well since Sammy had his hands on me. I've been seeing that bald head in my nightmares. Do you know what I mean?
What was that like?
Because there was one time he was actually sweating on me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fully aware he is dripping on me, and I'm like, this is weird, but it's all right. Do you know what I mean? It's weird, but it's all right. Like, it's really good, man. Obviously, I went down to Prime over the last week, done some jiu-jitsu with Sammy, with Ibra as well. Actually,
It's weird though, isn't it? You don't realise that sweat. You're sweating when you're rolling.
Sweat.
When you're rolling with people, you're sweating.
No, there's everything, and I didn't realise when he said about. When I asked, obviously he's a brown belt, to be fair, which is a high belt. So he's been doing it for 6 years. And I asked him before, I goes, what's it like grappling with a black belt? And he said, the only way you can describe it is it feels like you're being drowned, like you're swimming and you can't swim, sort of thing. You're getting drowned. And I kind of know what he's on about, because when they're on you, you kind of feel claustrophobic, because you can breathe, but you've got arms over you like that, and you got belly over your thing. His knees are on my chest. Like, you can't. It's like there's a lot of time where you can't breathe. You can't get out. Yeah, you can't breathe. And then when we first started, we because he was like, "Have you ever done jiu-jitsu before? You got any experience?" I was like, "Nah, none. This is like my first time." And he goes, "Right, like when you start, we normally do this, like you tap hands and then you like do a fist bump and then you're in and you're rolling." Then he was like, "All right, And I'm like, oh, we're going. And he was like, yeah, we'll just do some light movements and light rolling, and we'll just go. So he's like, then I goes,
He's been eyeing you, man.
yeah. When I was sitting here, he was looking at me, he was lining me up. He was like, yeah, that's the one. I'm going to choke him out. That's the one. And so we start going, then he tells me normally you want to be coming from the side, you want to try and pass, you want to be in side control, stuff like that. So then I'm trying to get into side control every time. Then I can kind of like, you can use your strength to
A certain degree.
And then technique comes into it, because how many explosive moves can you do? Obviously, I'm quite explosive anyway. Like even when I'm playing football, I'm quick sprints.
Yeah, no, you are.
And then the
Yeah, you're a
batteries,
big guy,
and the
so,
batteries
yeah.
are like that. And now we've got to recharge. But so we were just going until when we weren't going to a time. We were just rolling, and then obviously after like 7-8 minutes, it's like he's just like a snake, like, and I'm all like can't breathe, and then head and arm choke. Boy had to go.
It's mad because the cardio for it must be crazy.
Crazy,
really. Like
yeah.
if you're like, say two good guys are really rolling, like you need some cardio.
I think when two good guys are rolling, it's like watching art, isn't it? Because it's so like fluid.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Whereas when you're an amateur, why people say that when you go there you get beaten up for, not that you get beaten up, you get smothered for a year,
Yeah.
or you get smothered for. It's because you actually don't know what to do in the. Like I might get into side control, I don't know what to fucking do from there.
Yeah,
I'm in side control and I don't even know what to do.
Nah.
Like I'm just sitting on him and waiting. So then you have to learn what to do in each of these certain positions, and
That's why.
and until you learn them, you will be getting choked every week. Like when I was doing Ibra, so me and Sammy had done our 3 rounds. He's choked me 3 times. We've done our 3 rounds. We're waiting. Then he showed me some. He showed me the Kimura arm lock and a good way to sit in side control, so the opponent can't really move. Then Ibra's turned up in the next hour. So then he's like, "Oh, you still rolling?" I'm like, "Yeah, we'll roll." And then it's just like the geezer was trying to ride my back like a bull. Now I know why they call him the El Matador. Do you know what I mean? The geezer was like,
yeah.
that's a big, strong geezer as well. Like
man.
explosiveness for how long with him? Because it's like,
Yeah, no, it takes its time. That's the thing with them sort of rolling and grappling. That like you can be the guy for that first round, but when you're doing rounds, like it's coming.
yeah. I'm like, I kind of, they talk about you get the bug for it. You get the like, you just want to. Now all I've been thinking about the last 2 days, I'm like, I want to go back because I want to try something. Like I want to try a new move. Or I want to learn a new move. So when I'm in that position again, I can try and do something. Do you know what I mean? I just want to go back to go again.
Who's the guy that had on Joe Rogan?
That Mikey.
Yeah,
guy.
that Mikey. I was
Yeah,
watching him. I don't know why I've got the bug for it. I ain't even gone. I just heard you. the other
Yeah,
day, and
yeah.
I was just like, yeah.
Nah,
I want to try.
Don't get me
this.
wrong. Like my whole back, was like my whole, because you're using muscles you've never used, because it's survival at the end of the day. Like I spent
surviving
80% of the time on my back. Do you know what I mean? Trying to not like. Wait, do you know what? It's lucky I actually do watch a bit of UFC, because you kind of know little things. Like if someone's trying to get you in a triangle, put your other arm through, because they can't triangle you with 2 arms through. Like so you've got more chance of breaking. Little tiny things like that, innit? But other than that, it's like Ibra was showing me a move, but it's more of an MMA jiu-jitsu move where it's like you buck someone up and then you tuck one leg and you can roll them. But it's like then when you're actually rolling with him, it's like you're in that position, but you don't think of doing it, because I'm just thinking, counting down them seconds at the clock. Just don't get tapped out in that 3 minutes.
Because a lot of like sports like that, it's like they've done it for so many years.
Yeah.
It's kind of, like they know what they're doing because it's subconscious.
Yeah, exactly.
But
They're not thinking
someone
about
like
it.
you, it's
It's
thinking-
completely new,
you're
different
thinking
world.
I
about
like what you
know
said,
to
like
do.
it art, because truly, when you do watch 2 good people roll,
It's an art.
It is like 2 like butterflies. or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
Like, it's weird. You can't even describe. It's like snakes, like 2 snakes, like just curling around. What did
Yeah.
you say you learned from that experience that day?
From the rolling.
Yeah.
Learn from the experience. I wouldn't. That technique beats power.
Yeah. I was just
technique
about to
beats
say-
power. Like,
Yeah, that's what you learned.
which I kind of knew. I knew that already.
Yeah,
Technique
yeah.
beats power, but you can only be powerful for a certain amount of time. Do you know what I mean? You might be able to not get choked for a certain amount of time, but then it's like when you're burnt out and there's no more explosiveness. Like there was a time actually, me and Ibra were going and we got into a sprawl and I sprawled out really good and exploded out, sprawled out. Then I was out off the floor. Now we're back up standing into like a wrestling position. But if there's one more, and then the timer kind of went, he got me back down and the timer went like 30 seconds later from that. If there's a minute left, I'm getting tapped. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm burnt after that. Like I'm burnt.
I can't lie. I really want to try.
Do you know what's the perfect video for what you just said there? Is Paddy the Baddy when he does that 20 versus...
Yeah, with the Marines.
Him, yeah, with the Marines.
Yeah.
Because a few of them, you're like, oh, they might give him a good go here. And then after like 2 or 3 minutes, they're completely burnt out.
You're
Their
completely
power's
burnt out,
gone.
'cause-
Yeah, different
And
muscle, innit, man?
technique
That's
just
what I'm
comes
saying. Like,
into
you
it.
got to
'Cause
look at some of these dudes, man. They must be like conditioned.
Because you don't understand how hard to... There's positions in side control where you think squeezing's best, but you're not going to choke them from there. They'll be able to hold, not getting choked. Whereas if you squeeze, now your arms are burnt. Your arms are burnt out now. And now it's all technique.
It's
now
all
it's
precise,
rolling. Yeah,
isn't it?
it's really
It's-
good though. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
I
it.
understand why people say it's
Because it is a bit it is a bit like it's daunting stepping into a gym. Do you know what I mean? Like I know some of them, but I don't know all of the people in there. It's a bit daunting to like, I'm gonna go and grapple another person, like a random guy, and I'm probably gonna lose. It's just daunting. It's daunting a little bit. It's a bit like
you don't know what to
like
do.
I don't want to just lose against any random guy. It's a bit of ego. It's a bit daunting. But then when you just go in there and you start tapping, you start grappling and rolling, and everyone's pretty sound, and it's just like it's sound. Like I've got no qualms getting tapped out by
And you're
people.
new to it.
Yeah,
as well,
like
you know what I mean, like
yeah, I'm just like I just think in like 6 months because I'm quite powerful and quick. If I can use that and learn good technique. But I could be all right in 6 months.
But that's the beauty of that.
You know what I mean?
That thing, like everything's a long term investment. That's what you're gonna get beat up for now. But you'll be like, oh motherfucker, I'll watch in a year. I'm coming for you.
Wait till I'm belting up.
Yeah, like, that's exactly what happens.
you
innit?
definitely know
get
more
beat
than a
up.
regular person.
I know more than the regular person who doesn't even watch UFC. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm because Hardiman's right. When you do watch it, you do pick up little things.
Like you said, that arm thing.
Yeah, like you do pick up little things. But still, I'm like, it's still my first ever grappling session. Now, I think I went wrestling, actually. It was one of Sam Creasy's class with Ogun once. But that was just wrestling.
It's pretty mad how you pick up these things as well if you deep it in it. Like all these things that you should keep doing, you just gradually learn. Like it's pretty nuts. Till one day you're a black belt and you've learned all these skills, but it's all in your memory. It's like pretty mad, isn't it?
And
If
you
sit
remember
in-
them all.
Yeah, and you remember
them
you
all.
remember all these different techniques. That's why when I first got into kickboxing, I thought, how is that going to be me? How am I going to do that? But then everything just starts coming together, and it's like you memorize. It's weird. It is weird.
Yeah, it is. It's good, man. But that's what I was thinking. Like in the new year, that's what I'm gonna do. Like we were saying before about trying to set. I know you don't believe in the resolutions or anything, but like trying to obviously the gyms are shut from now anyway, so I can't.
No, it's not
go to the
resolution. I
gym.
believe in goals and like maybe setting self a target. But I don't hate when people are like,
I'm
"Oh
gonna
yeah,
wait till the new
I'm
year."
gonna wait
Yeah,
till
yeah.
the new year." Like some guy on site was like, "Oh yeah, I've got like an elliptical bike in my house, and like I'm just gonna wait till the new year to like start."
There's no
start
excuse
doing
when
it.
it's in your house.
Yeah,
I'm like, bitch,
like the
you
gyms
said,
are shut next
gyms
week. Otherwise, I would start next week. But
I'm like, just jump on it now, because you know what's gonna happen after Christmas. You're gonna get fat. You're gonna like drink.
It's gonna be even harder. It's gonna be even harder to
it's gonna
jump
be a
on it.
slog. So it's like I don't know. I just don't like that mindset. I just
I'll
feel
just
like
wait
it's
till
unhealthy.
Monday now.
I feel like I feel like it's an unhealthy mindset. If you're gonna do something, get on the train now.
But
Start.
but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a month's membership there and do like a whole. Because once I've paid for it, I'm gonna have to do it.
Do you know
Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to do
yeah.
the classes I've paid for.
Do you know what I like fighting? Because I think it's the closest thing man can get coming to war. If that makes sense.
No, it does make sense.
You're coming to you. That's what I mean. That's why I think I have to go fighting next. I think it's going to be the step further of your personality to become a better you. Well, a lot of people that I watched, a lot of them fight, and I feel like that's the closest thing you get to like you got another human being coming at you that he wants to win, you want to win. It's the closest thing I feel like you're gonna get to experience a war. Does that make sense?
I kind of understand.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
kind of understand.
I understand what you mean.
Like if we
Makes
went,
sense.
if we sort of went to war, not to like kill.
Is this
but it's
like,
to fight?
in there?
Yeah.
Is it? Does it look fine like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe fight or flight. Like I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you have to get in that experience where you're like, shit, like
Yeah.
how am I gonna get out of this? That's why I think the jiu-jitsu is good, because it's
That
like
was really good.
you're finding puzzles. How do I get out of this situation? And then them puzzles also lead to riddles in real life. Oh, this happened in jiu-jitsu. Oh, but this happened to me at work. How can I get out of this situation? Everything correlates.
Yeah,
that's why
no,
I think
that's true. It's
sports
true.
is very weird, man. And that's why I feel like a lot of people should do sports. Or you should do or you should do something that challenges you. And like I said, you set goals, targets, this, that. I want to get better at this. I want to lift more at that. You want to run quicker at this. Like, is that not the same as life?
No, it is.
It
It
is.
is. It definitely helps. It definitely helps with anything you're going on to do.
Yeah, of course.
But obviously talking about goals and stuff like that. Obviously you got the GOAT, Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
Like
He had bare pictures of that trophy.
Messi, yeah.
Have you changed your mind now?
Nah, he's not the GOAT.
Well, he's they're goats. They're all goats.
They
Do you know what I mean?
they're goats, but I don't like the criticism Ronaldo's getting, man. People are way too much on him, man. Because you got to remember, he's trying to do the best in his career. No one's playing him. No one's doing this. Fair enough. I don't really know too much about football, but all it looks like is he's just getting attacked,
Nah,
and
do you know
it
what
don't
it
really
is?
look good when he had one of the best seasons. Well, he done well for a team that's shit. He's getting attacked. He's not getting played. Like all he wants to do is just try to become the best person. It's a bit weird, and like his mindset must be a bit shot because it's like everyone's against him. Pundits are against him, talking shit.
Nah, do you know what it is? I've been Ronaldo fan my whole life. Yeah, I still am. I just feel like he is struggling mentally at the moment with coping with the fact that he's not the player that he used to be.
Yeah.
We say that though. He's not the player he used to be, but he's that last season he had for Man U. He's like he like
but there's
he
an end
clarified.
there's an end somewhere.
Yeah, no, but but it's hard to say that when your man's your highest goal scorer.
Yeah, but
It's
then-
not like this guy's washed out and just like not doing nothing. He's just bagged the most goals at your team, done the best in your
I
team.
know, but
and it's like
I asked like an older person who played football, like how quickly can you decline? Because I couldn't understand it. I was like, how quickly does it happen? Like, can it happen over a couple months? Does it happen over years? Like, is it a slow decline? And they were like, one season you can be there, and the next season
Your
you're
legs just
there.
don't
Your legs
feel-
are gone.
Yeah.
Like, so he could be declining. Obviously, you got the thing
I
with his
see man in the sauna
with
and the
his,
ice
yeah,
bath
no, but it's
today.
true. But he's still
This
getting
man
old. He's
ain't
still
declining.
37
No,
now.
Yeah, of course, but I'm just saying like
38.
Me, I'm not a footballing person, but I'm just looking at it. Okay, the last season he's just had.
I know, but there's a lot.
Now,
There's a lot
and then-
that's gone on between then. Obviously, he lost his kid.
He's already
as well.
defied physics as well. Like 36, 37, still playing at the top of his game. Like
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm
Not a lot of
not even
people have
saying
done
that,
that.
but I'm just like I don't feel like he's even had a. I don't feel like he's had a chance.
But I
at
feel
it.
no. But I think he gets more stick than Messi, is because he's more in the public eye than Messi. He's more vocal than Messi. Messi's laid back, quiet. He doesn't. He's just in the background and he just gets on with it. Whereas Ronaldo's more in the public eye, and people are obviously going to hate someone that's more vocal and in the public eye more than someone who doesn't say nothing.
Yeah.
And Messi is like that because you can. I
And
don't want
English-
to throw
I think-
shade at him, but you were saying about the Holland game. He was being a bit of a dick.
I think
Yeah.
English.
Messi was being a bit of a dick.
English media
he's
is a
been
bit
a bit of a
wild
dick
as
this
well.
whole tournament. Really.
So, but he's such a good player, and it didn't really click to me until I was listening to because Ronaldo, we watch more of him. He's been in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? He played for Man
When I
United.
watched Messi,
But-
Argentina, and France, I was like, this guy.
I was watching some of his
different.
assists earlier, and he can thread a ball through like things that don't even look possible.
he's an
like they
artist.
don't even look. That assist he done against Holland, where he's kind of running across and he plays it.
reverse.
Mate,
yeah.
it doesn't even look possible.
Nah,
It's not
he
even
is-
possible.
He is something. He is truly talented.
And I was listening to Ibrahimovic talk about him, and he was just like, enjoy him now because there will never be someone else like him. Well, you can say that, but there could be, because obviously Maradona, you would have said that about Maradona, and then Messi kind of come through, and they're very similar playing wise. But it's just the way he just
The cocaine monster.
He's just flowy, Messi. He's just like, I think he's
Now he's won everything as well.
yeah,
so
his brain for football's just on another.
Well, they say he's a little bit autistic, don't they?
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think
autistic. I hate this, don't I?
No. Serious.
But we class people. We put these people in categories: dyslexic, autistic. Just because the majority of people are like are like so-called normal.
No, it's not.
I don't
thing.
like that.
No. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying. In his
saying
case,
that,
it's like
that topic. Though, I hate it because it's like it's just shit. I
feel like most people who are at the top of anything are like autistic.
Yeah.
Because
they're not all like they're not socially probably the easiest people to be around. They are because they're so fixated on one thing. I think you have to have something in your brain, a switch so you can go to the highest of heights. Otherwise, everyone would do it.
Yeah, I just don't like it. Like,
but what do you call him then?
Normal?
What would you say then?
He's Lionel.
See, I don't know what you say. Like that's just autism is. I don't know the pure definition of autism. Or maybe I have to search it up. The definition.
There's
of
different
autism.
types of autism, isn't it?
Yeah, autism's like the broad name.
I think I might have a bit of autism.
I think everyone might do it of some sort of form.
I think I searched
a neurodevelopmental condition or variable severity with lifelong effects that can be recognised. No, it's not giving me the whole. Difficulties with social interaction and communication, and by restricted or repetitive patterns of thought and behaviour.
I think that's me.
So like it is more like a social thing. If he's and the Messi don't look that like.
Yeah, but I don't
social,
feel like you have to be that social. I think there's a lot of people that I'm not that social. Like,
he's definitely got better though. I think.
Like you said, some people thrive off being in crowds. Some people don't. Like you,
yeah.
For example, like when you're around like a group of people, you fucking thrive.
Like Michael Jordan, he weren't.
He's an introvert, wasn't he?
He weren't all there. Like I don't think you are when you're touching them heights. Bill Gates, you'd say, is a bit weird.
Yeah, but I feel like
all these people
you're fixated on.
I think
you and your goal.
Yeah, you have to. I think you have to be a bit tapped to get to that.
Well, not even autistic. Maybe a bit psychotic as well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You're obsessive. You're obsessive when you watch Jordan. Like it's amazing to watch, but he was obsessive. Like if he put that into something else, like we might call him a serial killer.
No, but that's
if he weren't playing basketball or doing that, he might have been a serial killer.
But that's like we say about crackheads, isn't it? Like crackheads can't like they do anything for money. Like I remember like sitting getting a tattoo and like this guy just kept coming every 20 minutes, half an hour, he'd come in with something new. This crackhead. He come in like 3 different times and I ended up buying Sharpies off him.
Oh yeah, I remember you come home with two he come home with 2 packs of Sharpies. How much did you buy them for?
He sold them both for a tenner.
That's amazing. No, because they were big packs of Sharpies.
I was like, I don't know what I was going to do with Sharpies, but when a guy's going to give me like 2 big packs.
When a guy's hustling like that, you got to respect it.
You know what I mean? Like, he come first with dog food, second with Sharpies, and then something with gym protein and that. I'm like, I was sort of saying to the tattoo guy, I was like, bro, Josh, I was like, this guy's a hustler.
Bro, it was like when we were at Frankie's fight, that geezer had a ticket and was trying to sell a ticket. Yeah. How did he get a ticket? How did he have a ticket?
I don't
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Just one ticket as well.
They are. But some of them come out of it like and go and be successful because they put that obsession into fucking something else. But no, but he had a really good tournament, Messi, as well, to be fair. On top. But I feel like there's a difference, man, with Argentina. Like, whereas Portugal's a bit different for Ronaldo. I don't think he gets this. He does off some players, but I don't think he gets the respect. Messi gets pure and utter respect of his teammates. If he gets touched, they fucking surround that player.
The whole country behind him.
Yeah. Whereas I watched a video and it was like Neymar getting fouled. And all the players ran up to the geezer. Messi getting fouled. All the players ran up to the geezer. And Ronaldo getting fouled. And all the players just walked off. He doesn't have that... People don't like him as much.
Maybe it might be personality.
It could be that. But I genuinely think a lot of it is to do with because he played for Man United.
Man U's just a shit team.
Everyone hates us, man.
They do.
We're so
but what about his own players, though, that he's playing with?
That don't mean they like him. Like then again, they might think he's a self...
But you don't know what he's like behind
egotistical.
closed doors. Yeah, you don't know. I'm not saying he'd be a dick, but he might be like, some people don't like the black and white person who's like, you got to do the reps, do this, do that. Like they don't like them sort of people. They want it easy. They want it.
Yeah, why do you think Roy Keane is always laughed at in the media for making his black and white comments, man? It's because people don't like that nowadays, do they? In football back then, Roy Keane was the prestigious captain, the best captain that's ever been. Like, you talk to any of his teammates, even Ronaldo's like Roy Keane, you know what I mean? And now, like you said, even with Man United, the young people just don't like criticism or don't like being told how to do stuff.
I feel like it's society, man.
Yeah, it's society. The younger generation don't respect that older.
That's what draws us on to the Tate podcast. I watched it yesterday
with Piers Morgan.
Yeah, it was good.
Really
man.
good. Really good.
And it's so funny because people just misunderstand what he's saying. I don't understand how you can misunderstand what you're just not giving him the time of day. That's literally all you're just not even
taking little bits.
You can even see Piers Morgan just he's just there to do devil's advocate. You know what I mean? He got slapped at chest. Everything he got
slapped up at chest.
Everything he says is right.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Especially England.
Well, he even had
England is failing. It's fucked here. We're fucked.
He even had feminists on yesterday, and they were speaking about Andrew Tate, and they were like, one of them was like, "No, I don't think he is a misogynist. She goes, I can understand why my 14-year-old son would look up to someone like that, because the male generation that's coming through now are weak, are suppressed. They feel like he's the voice for most males. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I feel how he feels, but there is males that feel like that.
You're a male though. That's the problem. You're not like some of these people. No offense, that you're striving to be a better man.
Yeah, I can look at some things and go, yeah, right, I don't agree with that. I was speaking to someone about it the other day because he was saying about the wives thing and that, and I'm like, yeah, but not every. You have to be a specific type of person who would even be able to get 7 wives or 7 girls, and all of them be okay with it. That is 4% of the world. I think if you can't do it with not being broke, yeah, and draw all these girls, you can't do it being rich either. It's a specific person. If you're not that person, you're not that person.
It ain't for everyone.
It's not for everyone, but that's not his whole message either. It's
but that's what people are only gonna nitpick and choose what they want to hear. As I say, you got to be careful with certain things you watch podcasts and that, innit? Because you're just going to hear certain things and take it out of context.
He says some of the funniest shit though.
He does.
Funniest shit where I'm like, I just find it so funny. Piers Morgan was reading one of his tweets, and I think he said he goes, "What, woman on a private jet? That ain't hers, brokey." He's just tweeting, haram, woman on a jet, that's haram, that ain't her jet, brokey. He just says some of the funniest shit, innit?
But then when we watched Tristan's podcast the other day, it sort of made sense what they're saying, innit? They're high profile men, aren't they?
They're different
alpha males.
Yeah, they're just a different sort of male.
Luton.
When I watched that fresh and fit guy, when he was on that grilling, the Asian-y looking one. I don't know what his name is. He was saying, "Oh well, a male shouldn't do this, and a male shouldn't do that, and a male shouldn't do this." Which some of it makes sense in a way, but it's I'm not that person.
A male has
I agree with you to an extent. If you cry in front of your girlfriend, he's saying about they lose some respect for you and stuff like that. But it's some people are not like that. It's not that deep. Do you know what I mean? It just depends who you're actually going for.
It depends what you're crying.
Yeah, what you're crying over.
Emotion,
they put themselves to such a high standard, but that works for you. That's not everyone. But I think people need to differentiate. That doesn't mean I don't like him. That doesn't mean I don't agree with half of the shit he says because I don't agree with one thing.
Yeah, but again, it comes down to that thing, stay in your own lane.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a different personality. You need to just find out what works for you and nitpick and choose. Because
I love Joe Rogan. It doesn't mean I agree with everything he says.
Yeah, of course.
He says some outrageous.
Yeah, I don't agree with everything Joe Rogan says, but I still I think he's wicked.
Yeah, that's the good thing about him, though, isn't it? He gets people on that he don't even agree with, but he just likes to listen and...
I think it'd be unnatural if you agreed with everyone.
Joe Rogan needs to get a Tate on.
Yeah, it would be a good podcast.
I'm surprised
but I don't think there's a better interviewer than Patrick Bet David.
For Tate.
And he's been on Patrick Bet David. Like, to who's going to dive deep? Like Patrick Bet-David. Joe Rogan's really good because it's a conversation.
I don't know if Joe Rogan would be that interested in Andrew Tate.
Nah, he spoke about him.
Is he
before.
he has
interested
spoken
in
about him.
He is
Well,
an
he's not obviously as interested as.
I just don't feel like them two would. I
think it'd be a really good podcast.
I think don't get me twisted. I think it'd be a good podcast. Just don't feel like
he would have had him on by now.
I don't think Rogan
really
would be that much interested like that. You already don't know.
Yeah, no, I get
feel like there's enough out there.
And he does
Yeah.
kind of go for
I
a
know what you
niche type of people.
Rogan likes different types of people. He wants to know about fucking space, hunting, this,
and
that.
I like his hunting ones. You listen to him.
Yeah, they're good, man.
Yeah.
He gets into some dicey stuff, man. Him in that camp.
Nah, it's true. It's true. But I actually like Andrew Tate. I think half of the stuff he says makes sense. Does that mean I'm going to go out there and fucking
do you know what it is with
do what he does? No.
With him is like with you. You can take the positive things you think are positive out of him.
Yeah. But again,
and like I said, the only thing what I've said before is the fact that his audience is a younger audience where they might not be able to pick what's right and wrong.
No, he's picking an audience where their lenses are just broken.
But then what do you do? How do you fix that? Because that's what social media is. That it's hard to then say, well, we have to ban him because his audience is young. Like, it's hard, isn't it?
We should ban Cardi B and blooming all of them, like you
all
said.
the rappers,
all
like,
the ones that are twerking,
music,
saying wet ass pussy in their videos.
But that's what I mean.
There has to be a
12-year-old girls watching that.
Yeah, it's
they're
true.
Think, oh, that's okay to do.
You're watching people talking about drillings and stabbings, and this is normal. So what the fuck, like, played on BBC and shit like that. So what's the real reason?
The real reason is because that sort of stuff.
It's the real reason, bitch.
Isn't it? He's bringing people. He's trying to bring.
Yeah, he's
people,
uplighting.
Like he's letting people know. Whereas like people talking about stabbing people and that, they're talking about killing their own people.
No,
from,
it's true.
From area that people
they want
with
them
that
to die
sort of
anyway.
power don't really give a fuck about. You know what I mean?
True.
No, bro, this world's a funny world, man. It hit me that yesterday when he's saying like England how broken it is, because it is. It's broken. The country's broken.
So broken.
Like broke. Like it's fucked. We're so soft as well. We are so soft. Buttercup society. I don't know.
Well, even
how.
Dunk shared something from that interview about the if you get, like, we're all moaning about Qatar. Like, if you get caught with a knife, they should be looking to build prisons there. Send them straight there. If you get caught with a knife, you're doing 20 years. I guarantee people will stop fucking bringing knives out. Do you not think if you're getting slapped with 20-year birds for carrying a knife, people are going to still be carrying knives?
No, I reckon people still would.
No, I don't think they would.
Yeah, they would.
Oh yeah, you would get some outliers.
Where are you saying the prisons being? What in the UK?
In Qatar. In Qatar. Like not a UK prison.
Yeah,
like, I'm talking like
dancing on the wing to house music.
Yeah, no, I was about to say because people are doing more for
not in England, because England prisons are soft.
People in the UK are blooming. I read something that there's a percentage of like 2 or 3% that keep reoffending because they're getting 3 meals a day and a warm bed.
Yeah, but this is because they've created the prison system to be soft. This is there's no structure. You know what is what we're missing in this world is leadership. That's what I feel like we're missing. We're missing leadership. But then you got people popping up here with this. I can't even get into it because you can't even get into it.
It's true. I know you've got some stuff in there. Got some questions for the boys. Some topics.
Fucking sort of hit most of it.
I got one quick question.
I hit most of them.
I've got name a player who has never won the Ballon d'Or but deserved it.
A player who's never won the Ballon d'Or deserved it. Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, it was 2021.
Yeah. How can you scrap the award? How can you scrap they still played majority of the season. No, they finished the seasons, all the big leagues, didn't they? Yeah, I don't know why they scrapped that award. Yeah, it was Robert Lewandowski. They robbed him for the Ballon d'Or. Because why not do the Ballon? They just didn't do it that year for some reason. They just didn't do it.
All good. I agree with that one. I also think Thierry Henry, man, I'm really surprised.
Thierry Henry.
Get I think it was Nedved that won.
Over him,
yeah.
See, that's out of my, era of football.
No, I just remember it being how did Nedved win there?
Was he in the Premier? Where was Nedved playing there?
Juventus.
Italy was the league then as well, wasn't it?
Well, I think it was like 2003, 2004. But yeah, no, that's the only two I can really. And maybe David Beckham as well.
I feel like a lot of it goes off which league's doing the best.
Yeah,
Like which league has more pull. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like people playing in La Liga have got more chance. Like stuff like that. Like there's a few times Messi won it where it's a bit like,
Well, yeah, the most recent one Messi won it. I thought he didn't deserve it.
yeah, when he won it basically just because he won the
Copa America.
Yeah. Because he didn't have a great season. It was like an average-ish season for him.
Didn't he only score like? Oh no, that was last year.
Yeah, it was a weird one. I thought that as well. The Luka Modric one's arguable.
Yeah, because Ronaldo had an amazing season.
Like 60-goal season.
Yeah.
So it's arguable. But then, like I said, I think there should be two. I think there should be defensive player of the year and offensive player of the year, like attacking. One for attack, one for defence. Because defenders have got no chance, and central defensive mids have got no chance of winning it. So it should
Van
be.
Dijk was the Van Dijk. So Lewandowski, I think, was the one where. Am I tripping?
Well, Lewandowski was the one where they just the COVID year they just didn't do it.
Van Dijk.
Nah, Van Dijk was sitting up there for his one. He come third.
Oh, okay, cool.
Lewandowski's one they just scrapped. But yeah, I think there should be a trophy for both.
No, I agree.
For defensive players.
Because there's one for the goalie.
Yeah, the goalkeepers
well.
Get the Golden Glove anyway. Then it's attacking and defensive. I think it makes more sense.
Yeah. You got any other question?
You know, we're speaking about for the fucked up countries and that. If you had the choice, would you live forever?
Live forever?
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Especially now you see Elon Musk bringing out the Neuralink, this. Like, we're moving quick with AI. It's getting scary, man.
Have you ever watched, like, Umbrella Academy? I don't know if you should have watched it. So one of the boys can, like, travel in time in it. And, like, his whole family have superpowers. But one of them travels in time and he goes so many years ahead where the world, he's alive. He's the only man on Earth. That's what I would just think. I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
What do you think our future holds? What does it look like? Where do we go? Because all I envision is Futurama. That's literally what comes to my mind.
I don't even think we get that far.
Nah. Until we implode.
Yeah, I don't even think when you're talking
you think
about
humans implode themselves.
That's what, 100%. That's what even.
I think something like an ice age or something.
Oh yeah. Either it'll be a natural
great
disaster
reset
that resets everything, or it'll be just human race. Just because, like Joe Rogan said, maybe that is. You know, you get all them depictions of aliens and that where they come and they there was that one in South Africa. And all the school kids, they were like young kids, and they all said like they seen it, and they were like, it told us about technology. It said don't use technology, and loads of these little kids were like recalling this depiction and said the same thing. And it could have been a warning to say like, because technology is probably going to be the
iRobot,
the end of humanity, like how fast it's going and how much.
You remember watching that? Oh, brother, I tell you what's mad. You see the video I sent you the other day? The video of the McDonald's in Texas.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah, you're not going to need to do anything
There's
anymore.
no
Like,
people. There's no people working in this McDonald's.
Our purposes are going to be
AI
like
robot.
Are going to be pointless. Like the human will not. The human will like. What do you do with all these people out of work?
That's where it comes to the point of that. You remember watching that Zeitgeist? You remember watching that?
Yeah. Well, what was he talking?
Zeitgeist. They talk about what when robots take over now, what would be the need for wealth and humanity anymore? Like, because wealth's not going to be distributed. But why should there be poor people when robots are going to take over our jobs, which should be making our life easier? But in reality, it's not. It's robbing us of our jobs, and we're earning less money. But then, really, like the guys are sort of saying, shouldn't wealth just be distributed like evenly then? Because
no one's doing
nothing.
Yeah,
but it's like it
won't.
It would never.
No.
Weird.
It's hard.
Oh,
it's a hard.
Get down a rabbit hole on that one.
It is a hard fucking. It is a hard situation.
Sort of ones where it blows your mind, isn't it? When you think that far ahead, you sort of like, because you're already starting to see AI now, and it's getting scary. You're getting like, you ever watched the computer robot, the woman speaking, and she starts like speaking back to the woman. like saying some weird. I'll show you the video. But it's quite weird. She's like speaking back to her. And
Oh,
saying,
you sent me
we
one
could,
of
like,
the AI
we could,
deep.
like-
Someone sent me an AI deep fake.
That was right.
You.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Jesus, that was weird.
That's what Pomp was saying as well. He's saying on one of
was
his
weird.
last podcasts, he's like, it's so scary nowadays on the internet because he's like, there's so many fake imposters now where you can do that AI
fake
thing.
things.
And he said, what
How
makes
do
you
you
not
know,
think that's real or
yeah,
not?
Yeah, people can make like videos of someone killing someone and saying it was them.
So like, I recommend everybody.
Yeah, but this
And
is-
they could set people up like
This
that.
now this is where it gets dicey and scary.
Yeah,
Because
that's
it's
true.
like, how do you differentiate real from reality?
Yeah. I recommend everyone to watch about deep fakes. Is the series called The Capture.
The capture.
Yeah, on
Capture.
BBC. I think it's only 6 or 7, maybe 8 episodes.
That's
Mate,
what
Liam Harris told me to watch that as well. So,
Did
Yeah.
that's what when I watched Joe Rogan's last podcast what's that Tyson did.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. He was on and they were talking about like AI reality like gaming.
Yeah.
They reckon it's gonna get like so far advanced
You might die in video games.
yeah
and
you're
shit like that,
they'll be like you won't differentiate reality real reality and the VR game. Like you just won't know the difference.
Real vision.
Maybe.
But we'll start wrapping it up then, innit?
I'm
What's
done.
one thing when we come back this time next year, one thing that you want to push towards or you think you want to achieve? Even if it's to do, I know we said it a bit on the Christmas special about it's to do with this or something. Even if it's to do with this, what's one specific thing to do with this?
TikTok and push this whole podcast. I truly believe, like I said, I just done this run. Like I've just put in the work. Like I truly believe we can go somewhere. This is it.
I reckon.
This is the calling. I think.
I reckon 1,000 Instagram subscribers, man. Pushing it.
1,000
Yeah, let's get to
We
the
already got 1,000.
on Instagram.
not
Oh, you mean
Instagram,
YouTube subscribers?
YouTube subscribers. What we've got, like,
Yeah, we're growing.
370 now,
Like,
so
if I actually look at like the whole year and how much like individually we've all grown, pretty mad. I was even like even me just doing TikToks. I was like even sitting. I was like I've grown.
It's a weird one, yeah, because I was on the video IQ earlier and I was looking at the statistics, yeah, and something's not right with the subscribers. Like we have to meet up. Well, we're going to be meeting up anyway, but where is it?
what is this on TikTok or
No. This is on
YouTube?
Yeah. Well, it was something like
You got to put the button stories up on your Instagram.
oh, basically this. Yeah, this was it. So on the 22nd of July, we reached 300 subscribers. Yeah, on the
Yeah.
22nd of July. So what was that? What's the date now? That was nearly 6 months ago.
Yeah.
6 months ago. Yeah,
it is
and it's
6
only
months
gone
ago
up
yesterday.
70. But the views have gone up. On September the 25th, we reached 25,000 views, and on 25th of November, we reached 40,000 views. So how is the subscribers not like? There's something we're not doing, or something's not.
There's something.
How is the
correlating.
subscribers not gone up when that amount of views have come across the channel?
Yeah.
So that's for the people at home. Like, what if you're watching this and you're not subscribed? Like, what do you want to see us do? Do you want to see us do more vlogs? Do you want to see us head over to more countries and
But
do
it's
sort of like
we were watching
documentary little
that,
things?
we were watching that. We were listening to that Jesse guy.
Yeah.
On Mike's first, and he's like, that's what it, like the first year. Like,
Yeah, it does. It
couple
takes
years,
time, but it's
and
just
then he started to find out. Oh no, if I replicate or do this,
Yeah,
then
it's just
it's just finding
trying to
that-
figure out.
that what
Do-
you are. The
I
niche.
was speaking to someone the other day about it, Callum, and he was basically saying, I feel like the vlog stuff's good. Like he said, you need to do more of that because people want to get to know you more.
yeah,
and you
yeah,
more.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted. Like when we talk here, we get to know each other. We talk about what we're doing.
But you don't
and
get to
stuff
see
like that.
behind the scenes. Everyone wants to see
Yeah,
behind the
and they-
scenes.
Yeah,
they
you know
wanna-
what? I think that's quite good because like I feel like me and you we're totally opposite as well. We live pretty opposite, and we do that could work.
No, I feel like it would work. Maybe like when we.
Even if
think
it's like
if-
once a month.
I think if someone saw how much
I was
we do
going
in
to say
a
that
day,
it's
yeah.
only 12 times a year. Once a
Once
month.
a
When
month,
we're
and then-
planning to do something, even if it's like 1 month we haven't got a lot and
Yeah,
we're
but it
here
could be-
and we've got a
it-
guest
yeah,
and
but
it's
it
just
could-
filming, setting
it could
up
be a
and doing all
challenge.
that again.
Yeah,
A
We
challenge.
do a challenge.
yeah.
I think even if you just videoed a normal day of us and how much we do, I think people would be pretty like, fucking hell, these lads are actually.
That's true.
You're actually quite
and
on
even
it.
learning from like when we did the vlog with the combat fight series, we didn't record like the food or anything we were eating.
No,
like, certain conversations that we were having, like
People want to see that shit.
yeah,
deep,
like,
deeper meaning.
yeah, just like like we just showed what we were doing at the event, not like what we were doing. What we were doing, yeah. So I feel like we need to show more what we are doing.
Yeah,
and like
no, that's you hit the nail on the head.
No, it's good.
Big up, Cows, man. Young staff.
And 1,000 subscribers.
I think
TikTok
that's
king.
easy, man.
I'm the TikTok king.
The watch hours will be there.
Yeah, no, I think
The watch hours will be there because the watch hours are on like
first year
3,000.
360 something.
But ever since I've written the
we can
TikTok
double
king,
that.
though, the TikToks have been going
One
off.
for me.
We've had good people.
And I want to try and find sponsorship. More sponsorships.
Partnerships.
Yeah, not sponsorships, partnerships. We want people to partner with us. Like maybe that share the same, maybe from the local area, maybe that share the same sort of meaning, like what we're doing. We like what they're doing, and we're happy to like kind of grow together.
Maybe you've
building
got
a team.
You know what I mean? There maybe a lot of these people got stories. A lot of looting businesses out there. Hopefully, we can help you help us.
Because we don't want to be selfish. We don't want to come up by ourselves. We want
the help of everyone, and we want to try to bring people up. Whether at the start we don't offer as much value as you, and then at the end we offer more value, and we help you.
We've stayed with you throughout. Yeah.
So that's the goal for.
I love that idea you got though. That Barstallsy vibe.
The Barstallsy vibe.
I was thinking about that the other night. I was like, oh man, you go down a fucking rabbit hole with that.
Yeah.
Once you've got that platform and you're bringing other people onto that platform, oh baby, man, you could.
Adam 22.
Oh, we'll be dogging and everything.
Plugged up.
Plugged up. Yeah, we'll wrap it there, innit?
Yeah, man. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, people. We hope you had a good one.
Hope you kill your goals.
Kill your goals. Like we said, if you want to see us do any particular things in the new year.
Do you know what I reckon we should do, actually, before we leave it? I reckon we should do... Oh, we kind of said it. I was about to say moment of the year. What's your moment of the year? Just quick. Top fire. To end the year. End the year 2022. Like, good way to end the podcast.
I have to think about it, though.
My moment of the year is a weird one. It's going to sound weird to people. But it's going for a breakup. That's been the best thing. I know some people don't understand that, but that's been the best. That's been something that I've needed to excel within myself. That's been the best thing for me. If I look over my whole year, how I started the year to where I am now, it's been the best thing. So that's my moment. It's a weird moment. Is that a moment?
No, that's a good moment.
That is a moment.
Yeah.
That is a moment of the year.
Go for it. Yeah,
that's the moment of the year. Mine would be. Am I including from like right now, from now till does starting it and stuff like that count? Are we
This
past
man
that
starts
point?
his year from his birthday.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying that to the other day. I do, but, we'll talk about that in another current event, maybe another time. Mine would be maybe. It's not really one. It's like multiple, but to follow the people of Luton like behind the scenes, like starting off with Frankie and ending with the combat fight series, like Pulley, Solko, Duncan. There's another one. Was there another one? Was there another vlog? Oh, we done the Liam George ice bath. Like just getting behind the scenes and following.
You know what?
We've met good, like, that was a good moment for me, man.
We've actually met good people. We've met people that are real people, really good people. Not just going out on the fucking beers and you just meet these are like session training. These are like people
you want to be surrounded by.
People that are doing great in their job.
They motivate you to want to do better as well.
No, 100%. So that meeting people and being able to share their story of their like precious times and actually get it on camera for them and like send it to them, be like, yeah, this is for you.
I've got a lot
for no money.
You can have a lot of moments.
Yeah. I was just off the top of the
head.
What about you?
I don't know. Like I've got a few. I think one that sticks out though is the fact when we done the combat fight series. I thought that was a real good moment. But then the fact I remember talking like with you after it about maybe a day after, and we were saying, oh, like we'd love to get Tom on. Let's try think of a way that we can engage him on. And it happened.
Yeah.
That was like a good moment. I thought, yeah, that was like
That's law of-
we
yeah,
kind
law of
of
attraction.
that's a moment
Yeah.
for you to think like you've put your mind to something
We
and you've
spoke
done
that
it
into
straight away.
existence,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
And that was
100%.
that pod there. Is
Yeah, it was
a
good,
great
really
pod.
good.
Yeah.
And out of
Great
that,
pod.
like, there's endless opportunities like
Yeah.
with that. So
I see, just something so little like that. What you created that whole opportunity. Imagine what else you can create.
Well, yeah, that's
Imagine where else
exactly.
you can go. And this is what I mean, man. Like, just never stop believing. Like the beliefs that it's there. It just shows you it works. It's not
No.
a broken model. That model
no,
works.
Yeah, no, it's just the model of putting in effort. You're getting what you give out in it. Do you know
They
what I
say
mean? At
Bob
the end of the
Proctor, man.
day.
Rest in peace. You give to get.
No, it's true. But yeah, people, comment down below your moments of the year. It doesn't matter what they are, just something for you that's you've impressed yourself this year or anything, or maybe something you want to improve on in the next year. We'll be back next year. We've got some big guests coming on as well. We just look to keep bringing you the content. Comment down below what you want to see more. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you're listening to us on Spotify,
Thumbs up.
rate the
like.
5 stars. Just click on the 5 stars, rate the boys. And yeah, that's another episode of the Curiously Jim, man. Peace.
Keep hustling.